Now this brings us to exercise 6. Again, we're going to be looking at pages 50 through 51 in the activity guide, numbers 5 through 8, where we will continue to utilize the configuration icon and disk icon now. Here we have the configuration icon in the right hand toolbar. Click on that and we're going to rename our page Leads Page for the page name and label. Then we can click on the blue Save button. And notice that nothing's changed here, so we have to just click on the disk icon here to change the name. Now we've saved the page, changed the name at the top, and we will also use this disk icon to periodically save throughout our flow building. Next, we'll speak about the presentation page component. So the presentation page component is utilized by the flow builder to create richer content that can be displayed to the user when accessing the Boomi Flow app that we're creating. Continuing on with exercise 6, now we're going to look at numbers 9 through 13 on pages 52 to 53. Here we want to take the presentation component, drag and drop it into the main container. Now a page component window will open on the right hand side, and here we have the opportunity to name this component. So we're going to name it our leads, and in the text box we're going to provide with the text leads, enter your leads are listed below. Now we can highlight this and make it bold. There's also an opportunity to do headings, and we can make it even bigger by clicking on a heading. Let's say we wanted to make both of them a little bit bigger. By clicking on the headings too. Now we have a much better view. We can see that it's a little bit bigger. Then we will click on the blue Save component, and we can see that our presentation component here is now showing what we've entered in the text. Next, we will talk about the table page component. The table component or table page component is utilized by the flow builder to create a searchable table of data that will be displayed to the user. The table data is referenced from an existing database. In this case, we're using Salesforce as our database in these workshop exercises. Next, let's continue on with exercise 6, and now working with the table page component on pages 53 to 61, numbers 14 through 47. Next, if necessary, you can scroll down to find the table component. We're going to bring that in to our main container, making sure that we see the purple arrow so that we know it's below our presentation component. And we're going to continue here to build our table component now. So here we're going to name this our leads table. And for the settings, we have it that it's editable, and we want to make it also searchable. So next, coming down here to data source, let's select a type. And here in the search bar, let's just type in lead. And this brings up our lead Salesforce service. So we want to click on that. And now we can see that the type of data to be provided is coming as our lead from Salesforce service. Then we're going to click on get the data from a service. And from the drop down, select the Salesforce lead binding. Next, coming here to the state section, click on select or create a new value. And then we want to create a new value. Now we can see here that lead, the object, and lead value. We will click on the blue Save button. And now we see that save the selection made by the user to the lead, and it's the object of the lead. Then we're going to click on the green Add Column button. From here we can select first name, full name, last name. We're going to select the full name, and then here we'll type in full name. Click on Apply Column. Scrolling back down, we can see that the first column here of our data presentation is now full name. Next, we'll add another column. And here we can either type in email and it'll bring us to the email, or we could scroll down and then we'll enter email. Click on apply column. Now we see that a column has been created for the email. Next, we're going to add another column, and this is going to be our phone. So select phone, then enter the word phone. Click on apply column. And now we have our 3 columns that are going to make up our leads table. So after we've created all of the columns, finally we're going to select save component. And you can see here that our leads table, and there's a little search bar here. So that's in reference to that we made the table searchable. Now to save the page, come over here to the disk icon and click on that so that we've now saved our leads page. Then we want to click on the Salesforce Lead Manager app tab. And here we can say our leads page is shown, but it still says new page here. So hit the refresh button, and then from the drop down select leads page, and then click on save page. Now we have our leads page saved on our canvas next to our start element.